Okay, so there is a new movie trailer out called Loki, and it's another superhero movie, but I'm going to try to be as objective as possible in this video and give it a genuine chance. So let's watch it and see.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too. We protect the proper flow of time.
You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Nah.
I mean, what else is there to say? It's another superhero movie. The like 20th superhero movie coming out this year. And it's ridiculous how many superhero movies there are. They're all the same. All of them. They have no meaning. We got great movies like Fight Club, which actually had meaning. We had great movies like Braveheart, which had epic soundtracks. And now we don't get any of that. It's generic surface level plot, generic surface level themes, appealing to the lowest common denominator of human intelligence. And this is it. This is what we get movie after movie after movie after movie after movie after movie of nonsensical, childish nonsense to cater towards idiots. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This plot, he has to save the world. He broke time. Now he has to, like, what? Who wrote this? A child? My God. What is going on in Hollywood? What is going on in cinema to the point where this is being passed off as professional level writing? On June 11th. So it's always near June where they crank out these superhero movies like clockwork. June to, I think, August. And it's going to be nonsensical Hollywood cash grab after Hollywood cash grab. And are we supposed to really root for these characters? No, they just say we're supposed to root for him because we've seen him before. We've seen him in like 3 other movies. And they're just saying, oh man, we haven't made a standalone film on Loki yet, so we'll just make another movie on this character we've already seen, and it will sell because people's like, oh wow, Loki. I'm just gonna say Loki and name it as that, because that's the only reason you guys are coming into the theater, because it's something you haven't seen a standalone film of yet. Garbage, man.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
that set piece.
Why? It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again.
And I love how this movie, superhero movies now, they never take themselves seriously. They either take themselves as a joke or they're trying to be dark and depressing, like the, what's it called, DC movies. It's never balanced at all. It's either a joke or dark and depressing. And look, he's just standing in front of a green screen. What sort of idiot would actually think that looks good? It literally looks like a YouTube fan film. It's a joke. It's not going to be good. Well, you already know, because pretty much all Marvel movies are the same. They all play by the same exact script, just rehashed, rearranged. You know what you're getting. You're going to get a mediocre, average film. An average superhero movie that's exactly the same as the last 20 other Marvel films that they keep cranking out year after year because it's a cash grab at this point. It has nothing to do with filmmaking. It has nothing to do with writing a good plot. Marvel peaked like 5 years ago. Well, really, they peaked in Infinity War. But in terms of the standalone films, it's peaked 5 years ago. Really, it's peaked at the first Iron Man film. Let's be honest. The first Iron Man film was the best Marvel movie that's ever been made. And now it's just generic garbage. They're like, wow, we made so much money off this Iron Man. We'll just crank after movie after movie after movie after movie after movie over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until it's milked dry. And it's been milked dry for a very long time, to the point where they're making movies after a side character, entire standalone films after a side character like Loki. Nobody likes Loki. He's a generic, not even good villain. Not even remotely funny. Sure, he was okay, I guess, in the first Avengers film. But a standalone film after Loki? What are you talking about? Probably the worst Marvel villain ever. And they're making a film from him. What sort of nonsense is going on in Hollywood? They've ran out of ideas completely. And I guarantee this video has a bunch of likes. I mean, they'll pretty much like anything Marvel puts out, because they're just idiots. They don't have a brain. They can't think, hey, maybe Hollywood is going down a direction. Why is it that movies in the 90s, like The Shawshank Redemption, are infinitely better than the movies we are getting now? Why is our generation, why is the younger generation being deprived of movies that actually make them think? And instead, we are getting this nonsense. And it's happening over and over and over again. non-stop, repeatedly cranking out filth all the time. Why can we not get, in the 90s we had entire years with timeless movies, and now we'll be lucky to even get an average film during a year. Even the early 2000s, a lot of people crap on the early 2000s, but we had some good movies here and there. Compared, like the adventure films was a good part of the 2000s. Sure, a lot of people said, oh, they're corny, but at least they used practical effects. At least the acting wasn't like childish nonsense. You still had good acting, good jokes, instead of just using the only joke Marvel knows how to use is irony, because they know their films are one giant laughing stock. They know they're just in it for the money, so they use irony. They're talking to the audience like idiots because they know they're just going to make money. They know they're just there for the paycheck. They know their film has already been remade over and over 1,000 different ways. It's over. It's done. This is the nail in the coffin for superhero movies. Who's even who gets excited for a superhero movie anymore? You're like, wow, gotta see this new super. No, nobody says that anymore. It peaked nearly a decade ago. More than a decade ago, actually. And this is what we're getting. Nobody cheers in the cinema anymore for this crap. It's a laughing stock. Boo. Garbage. How they show an entire trailer and they didn't tell or show anything of value. They didn't show anything of value.
You picked up the Tesseract breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it.
They showed a little fight scene. They showed obvious green screen. What the heck is this jumbled up mess? Doesn't even look real. That looks like a little toy city made in CGI. And why is the freaking post as big as a freaking building? That's like a mile away. That makes no sense. Doesn't look right. It's the same size as the freaking skyscrapers. The heck is this? Why is all the buildings so close together? My God. Who designed this? Horrible green screen set piece. And this film probably cost them like a couple million. They're gonna make like 100 million off of this because of all you idiots paying for Disney Plus, Netflix. They're just cranking out half-ass movie after half-ass movie. You're not getting anything from it. Nothing of value. You're paying like what, $60 a month for this? So you can sit on the couch and watch dumb movies, dumb superhero movies, dumb series that don't challenge your brain, don't challenge anything in your heart or your mind. Just sublime level entertainment for idiots.